She's just a girl and she's on fire.
The good hair conversation is finally changing.
Evolving.
Yeah.
We need to get rid of that. Good hair.
I wanted to add to that. I think for a long time, dating all the way back to slavery, it's been ingrained that kinkier, shorter hair is not beautiful. Mm-hmm. So then you see it in entertainment, you see it all over magazines, long hair is beautiful. So people create their crown having length with beauty. So if you don't have length, then you're not beautiful, quote unquote. Mm-hmm. And which is definitely changing now. And I think if people were more concerned with the health of their hair rather than the length, and that was more represented on TV and magazines, it would be like a whole new shift of what beauty is.
Yeah, I agree. We have a whole new way of thinking right now, not just as women, but men as well. Mm-hmm. Because men love to see women with longer hair. Did you guys find that you attracted men after your hair grew a little bit more?
My man loved me with short hair. Loved it. I mean, he would love it. I mean, he likes my hair the way it is now, but if I chopped all my hair off tomorrow, he would be so happy. Like, he sees pictures of me with short hair, and he just, he loves it. He thinks it's so sexy. So, I mean, I think at the end of the day, you have to do what's right for you. Because in my opinion, if I was interested in someone and my hair was what was keeping me from having a relationship with them, they're not the person I'm interested in, because that is some shallow bullshit.
But can you imagine being in this situation for like 5-6 years, and then you choose to do the big chop? You guys have kids and this and that, and all of a sudden your hair is what's rocking the boat in that relationship. Like, then what do you do from that point on? Do you like straight up leave, like, you know, you can't accept me for me, so it's over?
Right. I don't know. I can't imagine being in that situation. I don't want to be. To me, it seems really crazy to think that someone would attach that much importance to something on my body.
It's superficial.
And especially if you have children, I'd be like, I just pushed out something. Talking about my hair.
And hair grows back.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, but it takes patience.
I see what you're
Okay, one of the biggest issues about the video was that you have people who are biracial in your video. And obviously you cannot represent every single tough hair, curly hair, you know, whatever kind of hair. Yeah. You chose your friends, you chose people who you know. But what do you feel about those comments? Well, all of you can answer that.
Well, I think that if we do another video, I want someone with an eye patch just to like balance it out. I think that maybe that will make people okay with it.
SNL girl right here.
You know, when people said that, I thought like, oh my goodness, I did not. And what was so disappointing to me was that I had another girlfriend who's also a blogger that I asked to be involved. Unfortunately, she couldn't make it. And you know, I made an effort because I thought like, she's not a YouTuber, she's got a kinkier hair texture, you know, this will be great to kind of balance things out a little bit. There wasn't a conscious decision to exclude anyone. Like, I picked people that were in New York and that I was friends with and that were also bloggers. Like, that was important to me. I didn't do like a casting call. I didn't like...
How do you ladies know each other?
Through the internet. Like, that's how we all
met. I now know you through the internet. I have a question from Crockpot Guru. She says, natural or relaxed hair doesn't do squat for easing burdens in our community. This is a tough one. Great. We love our hair. Now what? Ooh. Thug Rock Locks too.
Ouch. Okay.
Now what?
Who wants to take that?
I'm not sure. Is that a question or is that?
It seems like it's a statement.
More of a statement.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I think a lot of times, like, loving your natural hair, loving your texture can correlate into all parts of your life. Because a lot of women that become natural transition that into health.
Absolutely.
And then when that health is focused, then they focus into other things on their life. I mean, I've met plenty of women that have used their hair as almost like a leverage, a bridge, spanning out to just uplifting all parts of their life.
Yeah, it transcends. It always takes that one piece that, you know, bridges you to different aspects. So
I just find that a lot of the women who have gone on this natural hair journey have really embraced who they are within. Yeah. It's really changed how they look at themselves. And it's amazing how far we've come and how long we still have to go. Yeah. But it's great that it's finally happening. Yeah. God is like, I've been waiting. I don't know how long you guys are going to take. I think loving yourself more.
I think it's different for everyone, because I think for some people, when they embrace their natural hair, you know, it's kind of like that butterfly cocoon thing where you're like, oh, I hate how it looks. Like, what am I doing? I don't really know. And then you kind of figure things out and you get to a point where you feel really good about how it is and you don't care what anyone else thinks.
Yeah, it's a totally different lens, actually, because I remember when I first started my channel, my hair looked exactly like this, but I didn't like it.
Really?
I couldn't stand it. I needed it to lay down and be perfect and defined.
Right.
And I would fuss over it. Make videos
that's what
about
we've
fussing.
seen throughout growing up.
Right.
You pick up a magazine and that's what you see, a straight, you know, what was the doobie wrap? I used to hate that. They used to hurt.
When you get your hair wrapped?
Yeah, when you get your hair
wrapped.
But
even the curls that you would see, like in the Gap ads, they were always like these flawless, long, perfectly coiled. Yeah, and so even like, I remember struggling because I couldn't get my hair to curl as perfectly, to not have frizz, to not stick up, and I wanted it to come down, you know, and it was
and
just
it looks
always
beautiful the way it is.
But I didn't see that then, and so, you know, like Sip said, it's a thing that it starts off as a small puzzle piece, you know, my hair, I'll figure out how to do this, and then suddenly it transcends all things, and you start looking at yourself totally differently and accepting every part of you.
Exactly.
But that's not to say that if you have a perm or you have a weave, that you hate yourself, because that's another thing.
Yeah, very good point.
That's another thing that comes up a lot, and I think it's unfortunate that there's so many people who go natural and then suddenly they start
that's
bashing,
a huge misconception.
Telling off other people.
I met plenty of natural hair women.
Here's actually,
Here's
the question. Yeah.
Something. I know a lot of people go natural too for health reasons, you know, because cancer, you have all these diseases going on, and they just don't want to mess with the chemicals. Sometimes it's not even about like, oh, I'm just going to accept myself. It's more of, okay, I don't want to mess with these chemicals anymore. I just want to have a healthy body.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So it's those people too.
I have a question from Naturally Glam TV. She says, how does the panel feel about the divide between natural and relaxed women? Some naturals go so hard at women who still relax. I think we just answered that.
Yeah. They call them the natural hair Nazis.
Yeah. Right. And it goes both ways too, because I've even seen some videos where relaxed girls are saying, I'm sick of these natural hair girls. And I think it's silly. I think that you have to do whatever you feel good about. And at the end of the day, I think if you're not hurting yourself or hurting anybody else, like, do you. Like a ponytail, a fro, locks, whatever you want to do.
It's that old saying, like, never judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, everybody's experience is totally different, and everyone's journey means something to them that doesn't mean to everyone else, you know?
How do you feel about people who said that you, because you have locks, you don't represent anybody? I mean, other than folks who have locks themselves.
I was really surprised by that